So we'll start with prayers. Oh, you can all, maybe I'll share the prayer screen so that you can also chant along with me in mute. Okay, probably anyone wants to recite this? Anyone new who has not done recitation in the previous classes? Do you want to do today? Okay, I don't see anyone.
Mataji, I can do.
You can do? Yeah, go ahead, Mataji. We will
Hare
all.
Krishna Mataji. Om Agyanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakhya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tatati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaguna Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha हे कृष्णा करुणो सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवे देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनभ्यो वैष्णवभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण माताजी.
Beautiful, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you माताजी.
So I'll recite Prabhupada's pranam mantra also. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Okay. So, yeah, everyone, if you can stay on. So we will see a quick presentation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So many have this question: who is this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? We have heard of Ram, we have heard of Dashavataras, Matsya Kurma Varaha, but we have not heard of this who this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. So, including myself, I mean, I didn't know until I was introduced to who's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu after reading the Bhagavad Gita and after chanting. And we are always precede the chanting by the chanting of the Panchatattva mantra. As we know, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So um, there is this history that once Krishna came to the palace of Rukmini, and then Rukmini was crying, and you know, Krishna was telling, "I'm here. Why are you crying?" Then she was telling that I'm thinking of the separation from you, and you won't understand why I'm crying. Radharani knows, I know, but you don't know. So the Supreme Lord Krishna was challenged. He had always received devotion. Okay, he's also always the mm, object of devotion. So he's thinking, yeah, probably I have not experienced what it is to be a devotee. Then at the same time, Narada Muni walked in the palace, and Rukmini and Krishna welcomed him, gave him all respects as a guru. Then his face was very disturbed. So Lord Krishna asked him that, why are you feeling disturbed? Then he said, in a few years, you will wind up your pastime and go back. But and Kali Yuga is coming. Of all the four ages, Kali is the worst, and Kali means 100% irreligion. So, how will they be delivered? Okay, what is the hope for them? There will be no spiritual education, um, you know, uh, nothing, even to just make both ends meet, they have to struggle a lot, and so many wars and pestilences. They're telling how Kali Yuga, everyone is Manda, Sumanda Matayo, Manda Bhagyahi Upadrutaha. Upadrutaha means always being disturbed. Can anyone say that today I'm so peaceful? I'm not even slightly disturbed. In our lives, there has never been a day like that I'm completely peaceful, I'm free from all anxieties. Maybe, one day is less than the other, but we never know. So that is the symptom of Kali Yuga. And the greatest symptom of Kali Yuga, lazy. Then we may say, oh no, we are not lazy. We sleep very less, and we are, run in the morning 2 hours, drive, go to work, come back, do everything. How can Srimad Bhagavatam call Kali Yuga people as lazy? Because we are lazy in spiritual life. Why? Because we don't have the sharp vision to see what is ultimate and how I should be intelligent to make use of this human form of life. So Narada Muni was thinking all this terrible Kali Yuga. He's saying terrible Kali Yuga is going to come. Who will save them? What will be their means of deliverance in Kali Yuga? So immediately Krishna took this form. This form, golden in color. So usually Krishna is a Shyama Varna, right? Bluish black. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is golden. Why? And we read in the prayers, Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. So the Radharani's complexion is like molten gold. So um, here Krishna is in the complexion of molten gold. Why? Because he wanted to experience the love of his devotees, and the foremost of his devotees is Srimati Radharani. So he wanted to take her splendor, the molten gold color, and her emotions, bhava. What is she thinking? So this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combined incarnation of Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani. And he is mentioned in the different Puranas that we will see at the end, but not very much. He did not come as God. Okay, like when he came as Krishna or Lord Ramachandra, he did not come as a god, but he came to experience and teach us what it is to be a devotee of the Lord. So that is the reason he is not explicitly mentioned everywhere as an incarnation who is going to come. But in many other Puranas, in many places, he is mentioned in a hidden way. Why? Because when he is incarnating, and everyone knows that he's a Supreme Lord, how his main mission is to experience the love of a devotee and to preach the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and Bhakti Yoga. So, how will he be able to do that? So, he's mentioned, but in a covered way, Channa Avatar. And if we miss Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we should be ready to see Krishna as Kalki Avatar, which is 427,000 years. And Kalki is mentioned as the one who is going on a horse and with a sword in the hand and chopping all the barbaric men who are alive at the end of Kali Yuga. And again, Satya Yuga is set rolling again. So, in the almost during the start of the Satya Yuga, because 5,000, sorry, in Kali Yuga, only 5,000 years have gone, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is incarnating, and he is the most merciful incarnation of the Supreme. Why? I mean, we will call, oh my God, I am a mercy case, or this is a mercy case, means we don't have any qualification, but somehow we got through. So, similarly, in Kali Yuga, Lord knows that we have absolutely no qualification, nothing at all. But He wants to give us the highest to those who are not qualified. So, when He came as Krishna, also He said, what in Bhagavad Gita? You surrender to me, I will deliver you from all sinful reactions. And when He came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, He didn't even put that as a first condition. If you just start chanting the holy names of the Lord, even jokingly, even not in a mood of surrender. Just by chanting, slowly everything will be revealed to you, and we can surpass the position of surrender also. So, surrender, I mean, as we know that we understand the greatness of the Lord, the relationship with the Lord, and how small we are. And out of gratefulness and fully understanding that we belong to Him, we surrender. But beyond surrender is developing love for God, love for the Supreme, Krishna Prem. So that love for the Supreme Personality of God, Krishna, himself was given by Krishna himself when he came as a devotee freely to everyone. One thing is to worship God, to surrender to God, okay, to give some donation to God, to even chant mechanically. But the highest perfection is to know God, is to love God. Because that is something that the Lord wants, and He is waiting for that, and He's conquered by that. Not that in position the devotee becomes supreme. The Lord is a supreme, always unchallenged. But the devotee in love is, the Lord considers him, puts a devotee in a position more intimate. Just like Prabhupada gives this example that the Supreme Court judge, the very influential person, he would come, he would, every minute of him, he's passing judgment like that. But when he goes home, uh, what's he doing? Around closed doors, he's becoming a horse for his grandson. The grandson would sit on top of the judge, who is a Supreme Court judge, but play with him as a grandfather. So he's serving the grandson like that. So that is, that doesn't mean that he's not the judge anymore, but he's giving himself to play like that with his beloved. So the Supreme Lord is also the key for the Supreme Lord is to love the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that Krishna Prem was very easily given. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. He gave that love for Krishna to very, very unqualified people also. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. He's known as Krishna and Krishna Chaitanya, and he's the Gaura color, golden color. So, by whose prayers he came? So, we are chanting the Panchatattva mantra, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita. So, Advaita Acharya was born many years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he's constantly worshipping the Lord, the Shalagram Shila of Krishna with Tulasi and Ganga water. Both are very dear to the Lord. And he's saying that, this world has become very materialistic. There's no religion. Even religion is performed for namesake only. Who can save them except when the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, descends himself, giving out the treasured form of devotional service that he has never given so far out. So he was calling so much, and then on his calls, Krishna advented to Lord Chaitanya appeared as a devotee of Krishna at Mayapur, in the city of Navadvip in Bengal. So that Navadvip means 9 islands, and originally Navadvip is Dham. 500 years before, we hardly know the history, and whatever history we know is little bit from Max Mullen or someone who had traveled here and there, and according to what they can perceive. But Navadvip was considered, when we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see that it was a seat of scholarship. Because those days, like nowadays, universities were there. Those days, Gurukula and teachings of Sanskrit grammar, all those things were very prevalent. And Navadvip is considered to be a dham, or the holy place, and also a center for studies. And all scholars used to visit there. And Navadvip is originally the dham that is created by Radharani for Krishna. So this Navadvip dham, she creates in separation from the Lord. So that's why Navadvip is non-different from Vrindavan, where Krishna appeared. But Navadvip is having Audharya Rasa, means very magnanimous. So all our offenses are also not taken into account in Navadvip. So Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Devi, and the conception of Nimai or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also happened like how Krishna was conceived by Devaki. There was no physical connection, and they from the heart of Vasudev, from the heart of Jagannath Mishra, the spiritual dham is transferred into the heart of Sachimata, and he was seeing suddenly that there is a glow that is emanating from Sachimata. And Sachimata also says that I'm seeing many beings from the heavenly planets hovering over our house, and they're paying respects to me. So I'm wondering, who are all they? They're mystical, like that. So the pregnancy continued for 13 months. So they were worried whether, what happens to the baby. That thank God, there is no C-section like nowadays. And so the Jagannath, no, Sachi Mata's father was an astrologer, and he said that the child who's going to be born is not ordinary person, and he's waiting for the right time to take birth. So he took birth and under a neem tree, and so his mother and others, they called him Nimai. And when he took birth, there was a lunar eclipse. So it is a custom that when there is a lunar or solar eclipse, everyone will go who's near staying in the river of Ganga. They'll go into Ganga, and then they will stay there, standing in the river during the whole time of the eclipse, and chant especially the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. No other mantra but this japa, which is filled with the names of the Lord. So he was waiting that I should appear in this world when the holy names, when even materialistic people are going into Ganga and chanting the holy names. So he waited for 13 months and then he was born. This is still, a place that we can visit, the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya. If you Google, you will find this. So it is said that the tree now that is present there, uh, I'm not sure whether it's the same tree or the next tree after that, because of course trees live longer, right? So he was known as Vishwambara also, one who is delivering the world. And here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at that time, we know even in 19th, my grandmother was married when she was 9. So that time marriage was at that age. So she married Lakshmi Devi, who's the daughter of Vallabha Acharya. And so he married on the request of his mother. His older brother took sannyas. He went away in renunciation. So Sachimata wanted him to get married. And he started his own school at the age of 16. That means he has mastered. He's called Nimai Pandit because he's very, very well versed in scriptures and arguments. So if someone, if Nimai Pandit is coming across and he will stop the scholar and he will say, okay, I'm telling this point. What are you saying? Then they will refute it. When they refute it, he will say, no, no. And that's not right. Uh, then he'll come up with another argument. And then they'll say, yes, yes, that's true. But then he'll say, no, no, I was testing you. That's wrong. You shouldn't have accepted because I have this flaw. And they cannot escape at all. They're cornered, scholarly way, philosophical way. So when Nimai Pandit comes only, they'll run away. So like this, there was a Digvijay Pandit who was coming, means who goes around and defeats the scholars and he gets a certificate and medal. So he was going around and he came to Navadvip also. So all the scholars, the Brahmanas there, they were thinking, let's send Nimai. Okay, of all, if he wins Nimai, then it's a big. I mean, if Nimai wins, we are very proud. But if he's defeating Nimai, then he needs it. Then he will come to us. Then we can manage. But when that scholar Keshav Kashmiri was on the bank of Ganga, standing, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai at that time, was coming and offering obeisances. Oh, you are Nimai. Then he said, no, I've learned that how scholarly you are, and please compose something on the glories of Mother Ganga. And instantly he composed 100 verses in Sanskrit, and he recited them like wind. And then so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, wow, this is so nice. There are some great usage of Sanskrit grammar, but also there are some mistakes. And this Keshav Kashmiri was taken aback. Them mistakes? I've never heard of that. If you have seen some mistakes, point it out now. So he himself, spoke 100 verses uh, spontaneously, and every one of that verses that he spoke was remembered by Nimai. And in the 55th verse, he takes the 55th verse and he analyzes them very nicely, like saying that, this are all the good qualities. This is the, English grammar itself is hard. Then what to speak of Sanskrit grammar? So he's analyzing and he's also finding out 5 faults. And this scholar was dumbfounded because he knew that whatever he says is true. He was only, very young compared to the age of the scholar. So he accepted defeat. But then after that, Nimai sweetly said that I am just a small boy. Please don't take me seriously. I just spoke what came to my mouth. And, you're a great scholar. We will see you tomorrow. But then he went and he was meditating on Mother Saraswati because he had the vision of Mother Saraswati before, and Mother Saraswati only has given him that whatever you speak through your tongue, I will speak. So he was having this doubt, how come a little boy can point out the difference, who's not even, you know, have finished the highest level of grammar in Sanskrit, but how come he can point out the faults? How come Mother Saraswati's composition can be faulty? Then Mother Saraswati came in his dream and said that my master, he can find out faults in me. He can make whatever I say correct as faulty too. So Nima is none other than uh, my master Krishna, but please don't reveal this out. So then Keshav Kashmiri, it is said that he became a disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu later on. So then his father passed away. In the pretext of doing Shraddha ceremony, he went to Gaya, and there uh, he was initiated by his guru, Ishwarapuri. So when he came back as a completely changed person, always chanting the holy names of the Lord, and everyone coming around in the streets of Navadvip, and he is giving out Krishna Prem to everyone. And even he had a grammar school, he would teach grammar in such a way that every line he spoke, there is a name of Krishna. So people were surprised at this transformation. Then, at that time, we all know that 500 years before, there was a Mughal rule that was going on. And this Chand Kasi was the magistrate. And the Hindus only, Orthodox, they came and told him that mantra and the holy name of the Lord is very precious. It's very powerful. All this should be kept as a secret. Even we ourselves, only when we take bath in Ganga, we will recite them. And what this Nimai Pandit is doing, he is asking everyone, whether Brahmanas or anybody regarding no consideration of their caste or where are they from, he's giving out this freely, and they are singing it as songs. And this is against the Hindu religion. So we ask you to take action on this. So Chand Kasi, sent his soldiers, and who broke the mridangas. And all of those who were doing Sankirtan, they were ordered to stop. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, let's all come together in a big group, and we will march to Chandkasi chanting. So normally, if such, after the curfew order, if somebody comes like this in mass, again the soldiers will start beating them, but nothing happened. In fact, Chand Kasi was afraid, he went inside. That Nimai Pandit had to call him, and then he came, and then he said that how chanting of the holy names is for the benefit of all. And there is a discussion about the scriptures of Quran and Bhagavad Gita also. And finally, he asked that I'm surprised that is there that to see the change in you. Then he said, "You come inside, I will show you why. What's the reason?" So he opened his chest and he showed lion claw marks. That the lion has pierced the chest, and the bloody marks of the lion's claw. Then he said, yesterday I had this dream that a big, huge lion, he came, he sat on top of me, he, used the nails, and he said, if you ever stop Sankirtan again, next time I'm just giving you this mark, next time I'll kill you. So I have this experience, so I'm very scared. And I also understand from you that how this chanting of the holy names is for the benefit of all. So I can now onwards, no one would stop the Sankirtan movement in the city, neither me nor my uh, generations, nor my the dynasty, the heirs who come After me also, they wouldn't stop you. So, like that. And yeah. So then he's saying that I know the Hindus call our Allah as Narayana, and within my mind, I feel that you're that same. So he had this experience. So like this, there are so many pastimes. After that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas after 24 years. So he also took the renounced order of life, and he stayed at Jagannath Puri. And in that 24 years, he traveled throughout South India for 6 years, and then another 6 years South India and Vrindavan, and some places in Bengal. So there, he visited so many holy places, and just by hearing him chant, people used to be completely transformed. So like this, he spread, and the last 18 years, he was in Puri with his associates, and they were experiencing him. What type of ecstatic emotions he was experiencing as a devotee. So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam. So he is and Sango Pangastra Parshadam. He's accompanied by his associates, Yajnai Sankirtana Prayar. He is worshipped by Sankirtana Yajna. So by just chanting the holy names of the Lord. And Yajantihi Sumedasaha. Like that, intelligent people in the age of Kali, not lazy people. Intelligent people in the age of Kali will worship this incarnation of God through singing the names of Krishna. So Tvisha Krishna means his bodily complexion is not black, but he appeared in golden like yellow complexion. Then this is verse from Mahabharata, Suvarnavarno Hemango Parangas Chandanangatihi. Suvarnavarna. He has a golden complexion. Hemanga, he has the appearance of molten gold. Varanga is exquisitely beautiful. Chandanangati, the Lord's body is smeared with sandalwood pulp. So, like this, he is described in Mahabharata in Vishnu Sahasranama. And what he does, Sanya Sakrit Sama Chamas Shanto Nishta Shanti Parayanaha. He has accepted sannyas, and he is completely sense controlled and peaceful. And he himself is continuously chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna. So, because of this quality, he Shanti Parayanaha. He is the highest abode of devotion and peace. So, that's why anybody who chants, he bestows these things. Peaceful. When we chant, even if I know I presume all of you are chanting 2 rounds, but you can see after 2 rounds, you'll feel that peace, because he's the one who is giving that peacefulness. In Garuda Purana also you have Aham Purno Bhavishyami Yuga Sandhyav Visheshataha Maya Pure Navadvipe Bhavishyami Sachi Sutaha. So I will come in the first part of Kali Yuga, Yuga Sandhya. That means compared to 427,000 years, only 5,000 years have gone. That means Yuga has just started. So in Mayapur, in Navadvip, for Sachi Devi, I'll be born. This is present in Garuda Purana. And also, another part is also, it is mentioned the same. Lakshmi Kanto Bhavishyati Dharu Brahma Samipasta, that he will become a sannyasi and reside near Lord Jagannath. Dharu Brahma is Lord Jagannath. Sannyasi Gaura Vigraha. So, in Garuda Purana also it is said that he who slew Kamsa, who took delight in pastimes with the gopis, filled the residents of Vrindavana, made friends with Pandavas, and he will be sannyasi very clearly, Chaitanya Rupa Prabhu. So he will come in Kali Yuga like this. So this is from Narasimha Purana. So the Supreme Lord who has assumed the half man, half lion in Satya Yuga, and and who has appeared as Rama. Okay. Satye Daitya Kuladi Nasha Samaye and Tretaya Dashakandaram Paribhavan Rameti. So in Treta Yuga, he defeated the 10-headed Ravana, and Dwapara Yuga, Gopalan, Paripalayan, Brajapure. So in Dwapara Yuga, he's come as Krishna. In Kali Yuga, Gauranga Priya Kirtanaha, who will love the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Kali Yuge Chaitanya Nama Prabhu. So he himself will chant and he is not different from his holy names. This is from Padma Purana, like how I'll come as a devotee of the Lord in Kali Yuga. And then he's also asking demigods to please come so that I will incarnate and you can also take part in the pastimes. So previously they used to read all the Puranas, even then they don't used to find. And nowadays we are just, from here we understand, okay, such a Purana is present. So what will we know? Even though, we can neither research and prove it, we don't have time for it, but the proof of pudding is eating. When we chant, we can feel the taste, we can feel the peace, we can feel the connection. And so that is by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, I think it's almost time, but let's check if we can do at least first 10 verses. So if you have any questions in this, we have 15 more minutes, so at least 10 verses, I think. Is that okay to do? Srinath Prabhu, you have a question?
No, Mataji, for reading I was ready.
Oh, reading, okay. Chandar Mataji, you had a question?
Yes, I just want to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a Krishna.
No, he's Krishna.
He is Krishna in Kali Yuga, right?
Yeah, he came as a devotee.
He is devotee, but he's not present right now, right?
No, he's not there. He was there only 48 years. But he
So,
said that in every town and village, my name will be spread.
so when we chant this mantra, Maha Mantra, as he was chanting, as you mentioned, that it's illuminate everywhere, or probably his body and all that. But we supposed to feel the same, or like?
No, we can't. He's a supreme Lord, so he's getting there. We cannot feel to his extent, but we can still, definitely feel that, but not in the beginning. We are in the beginning stage now. So as we advance through the devotional ladder, we will surely feel that.
And
But right now, what we can feel is a sense of peace. But for that, now the chanting has to be done with focus and attention. Like we should give time for that, and we should chant and thinking that there is nobody else except me and Krishna in the form of his holy name. It won't come that easily. Mind will still run, but we have to bring back the mind and put that effort, and we hear what we chant. Then when we do this, we can feel that peace. Even if it's one round we chant, after that we'll feel a sense of calmness and peace.
But there is something in this mantra, like when we chant, I mean, I'm very new to this. When we chant this, it just cut through all the layers of the body, feeling.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What you said is very true because there are three layers. Physical is the body, mental is of the mind, intellectual is on the intellectual platform. Beyond that is the spiritual platform. So it cuts through everything, and because it's coming from the spiritual platform, that's why uh, it touches our soul. And meanwhile, all the other, physical, mental, intellectual platforms are also getting nourishment by chanting.
I mean, I was hearing this Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, but I never chanted this before these Bhagavad Gita crash course and this one. But I find now I'm doing two malas every day. Still one in the morning, one in the evening.
Very
But
nice. Please keep
but
it up.
but I feel that it's coming in the routine itself. I mean, in the beginning, I was doing like making time and remembering myself, putting in my calendar, like I have to do this. But now it's like a sort of coming as a habit.
Exactly. Why? Because you know what? This is not artificial. It is from our heart. So we are just, when we cleanse ourselves, we see ourselves better. That's why if we put a little effort and chant the mantra will pull us with great force.
Like I mean to say, before I was making effort to putting in my calendar, making time, like doing the work for it to make sure I do mala. But now it's coming, it's happening itself. Like I'm just
Wonderful. Wonderful. Did you get a mala?
sometimes
The
I
Bhagavad?
no, I did not got yet, but I sometimes laugh on it. How come this is happening? So
That's so
I
nice.
just wonder on all this. It's wondering to me still.
Thank you for sharing that, Mataji. Thank you. Ashutosh Prabhu, have a question?
Yes, Mataji, I have a question. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Uh,
Krishna.
Mataji, my question is, I can see that Hare Krishna Mahamantra was given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then it was publicized by Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Swami Prabhupada Maharaj. But before his birth, as you mentioned, he waited for that right time
Hmm.
when people go in Ganga and chant the holy name. So this mantra was already there, or
Yeah,
Chaitanya
it was
Mahaprabhu?
there.
Yeah.
It was there, but it was not like openly available even to public, to anyone can chant. It was like a secret, and only, the people, the brahmanas who had access to the thing, who was doing the schools and teaching, they will chant only during when they're taking bath in Ganga, because this mantra is very, very powerful. So they know that, they don't want to do any mistake here and there. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took this out and gave it freely to everyone. You chant and you relish. That's why we chant the Panchatattva mantra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mantra, before taking the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So by his blessings, we'll be able to chant nicely, and very soon we can chant purely without any committing any mistakes or offenses.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Meera Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I was just curious. It was a very nice presentation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, ever since with every incarnation, like Rama, Lakshmana always followed Sheshnag with Vishnu, Balram with Krishna. So I was just curious if there was an accompaniment with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Very nice. Actually, I should thank you because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's presentation is incomplete without telling about Nityananda Prabhu. And the presentation was made by my friend Ratiprada Radhika Mataji. So thanks to her. I just stole it from her and presented. She's a wonderful teacher also, and she has Bhagavad Gita classes in India time in the afternoons. I think 4 to 4:30, 4 days a week in Hindi. If any of you are from India or any of your relatives or friends from India are available this time, I can share the details in the group. So, when we say the mantra, we say Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. So that Nityananda is an incarnation of Balaram. When Krishna comes, as Krishna, he came as Balaram, as you said. As Ram, he came as Lakshman. So his service is to make Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission available to everyone. So he stands. He's also standing as a Guru Tattva, because Guru is someone who is connecting the living entity with the Lord, with Krishna. So he's the one who's connecting the devotees with Lord Gauranga. And that's why we worship Nitai Gaura, Chaitanya and Nityananda. So there's one pastime that where there were people who were not even, they were like very low grade, and they were doing all sinful activities. When Nityananda Prabhu came to tell them, please chant the holy name of Krishna, they threw the pot in which they were drinking, they were drunkards, on him. But still he said, just because you threw the pot at me and made me bleed, does that mean I will not give you love for Krishna? So it's like that. So he enhances the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and includes everyone in that mercy reign. So yeah, his mantra is also always chanted after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you so much, Mataji. Where are you from, Meera Mataji?
I'm from Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much for the explanation. Beautiful. Hare Krishna.
Oh, Hare Krishna. We are close. Like we live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, yes. I'm excited for the new ISKCON temple there. So waiting for.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Thank
you
you.
are in that group, ISKCON of Charlotte?
Yes, I'm following that group. So
Okay. Okay, that's
thank
nice.
you.
Maybe you
Thank you,
can
ma'am.
text me. I can check if there are any sanghas in Greenville.
Definitely, definitely.
You know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Naina Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So my question was around the Mahamantra. So what does it mean when you start crying during the mantra?
What does it mean when you because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was crying, or
No. When you're chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then you start crying while you're reciting it.
oh, that happens to you? Very nice.
Few times.
Yeah, in the beginning, yes. See, that's what now. Even if you're that happened to me also when I started chanting. That's what now he first gives the sweetest part of it, the experience. And then, we are committed because of the experience to chant. Why, I have heard from a lecture that we are crying because we have found, we are getting connected with uh, our very dearmost friend after a very, very, very long time.
Mm,
So you can see that emotions, that those are the emotions that's, coming from the heart.
yeah,
So
beautiful.
very nice. And you continue to chant. It'll be wonderful.
Thank you so much. And twice a day is ideal, right?
Yeah, it's good beginning. Twice a
Mhm,
day is like two malas, right? 108
mhm,
times into two. Yeah. You can begin with that, and then slowly, you can include one more mala in your, if it's possible, in your schedule, then one
mhm,
more like that. But twice a day is very good to start with.
mhm. And should we keep should we try to picture Krishna while
Chanting, not necessarily, because the mind will go here and there, even if we try to picture. So we try to put the mind in the mantra that we are chanting. That way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained that how is this a yajna? Okay, so this is, we always say this is like a sacrifice, havan. Yajna basically means havan or homa, like that, right? So he compares the tongue to be the ladle in which the ghee of the holy name is poured in the yajna kunda or yajna shala. That yajna shala is our ear holes, ears. So the tongue is, the ladle is taking the ghee of the holy name, is pouring into our ears. So what we do, what we are advised to do is the beginning, in the middle, and the end as well, that we receive the holy names of the Lord through our ears. So we hear the holy name, what we chant. So that way, and the cleansing happens quickly, and also our mind is on the holy names, because holy names is some through which we can connect to the Lord at this point of time. To connect to a deity form, we still need to be, completely purified, pure devotion, like that. When that stage comes, then when we talk, we can hear, Krishna also talking back to us. Now also Krishna talks back to us, but we don't hear. Yeah, but so we hear. But if it helps you, you can look at the picture of Krishna, the lotus feet of the Lord, or you can, write the holy names also, or look at a picture of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and chant as well.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Spiritual nomad. Shri Vatsa Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. I had a question regarding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and also regarding the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, as because I'm still a little skeptical whether because you had dasas coming sprouting all over India at that point. I know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada hails from West Bengal. So, and the Sultanate was present there at that point. So there's a lot of mixing also, like his experiences, etc. But I want to dwell on the fact whether he was prophesized or whether this was a cultural phenomenon.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yes.
If you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, the biography of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
But biography is not scriptural canon, right, Mataji?
Yeah, okay. What is scripture is, if you see, Veda Vyas wrote the biography of Pandavas. Okay, and Valmiki wrote the biography of Lord Rama. So they are accepted as part of scriptures because Vyasadev and Valmiki are not ordinary souls. They
Yes.
are able to download and give what we can't see, but they are able to see, and they give. And we see that, and this is a process called Shabda Praman. We hear from the authority, and then we learn. And then when we do what they say, we experience it. So similarly, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who wrote the biography of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also how he wrote it, when he was writing it, and how he got the blessings of the Lord, who asked him to write it, all that he says in the beginning. And then he starts, before even explaining about the actual pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 12 chapters. He explains who is this, who is the Tattva, how to understand that he is none other than Krishna. Is he really Krishna? or is he prophesized as Krishna? And what are the symptoms? Okay, there are so many people who claim to be God. That's very
I'll
common.
give you I'll give you other examples like Shirdi Sai Baba. Shirdi Sai Baba, again, he was a cultural phenomenon.
Hmm.
He was not prophesized, and yet, um, because he also has, I read some things about him. He's not in scripture, and because at that time Hindu Muslim that was going on, that is a different phenomenon. Dharma is a different phenomenon. So you have to be in alignment with the scriptures, not in alignment with, oh, this is going on at this time, so I'm going to come. I'm not talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but I'm talking about there were many individuals who came and they gave whimsical things, superficial bonding between this people and that people, with no real alignment. Because I have a little bit of a past, but I don't know Shastra as much as I want to know Shastra. But I've been exposed to people who know Shastra, like Mathas in Udupi, all these the 8 Mathas, Madhvacharya, who was the advent of the Dvaita philosophy.
No.
So in Karnataka we say Hanuma Bhima Madhva. We
Yeah.
believe Madhva is comes from is a reincarnation of Hanuma, Bhima, and Madhva. Um, and But after that, a lot of the mutts say, um, like, they reject Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They don't reject Vaishnava Dharma per se, but there's small things there. That is why I'm asking to clarify my doubt.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, Ramanujacharya was 1,000 years before, Madhvacharya was 800, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was 500 years.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, in fact, deliberately did not mention that at that point of time, because as we know that they gave the philosophy and the Supreme Lord, like as Krishna, Madhvacharya, and Ramanujacharya as Lakshmi Narayana as a worshipable Lord, which is which would take them, which would take us in person to worship. So Krishna in Udupi, if you see, he's Bal Gopal form, not exactly
Hmm.
crawling, but toddler
Hmm.
form with a
That's right.
right. So,
Yeah.
and then as you go in Vrindavan, you see
Hmm.
Radha and Krishna.
Hmm.
In Vrindavan, everybody calls only Radhe Radhe, even the
Hmm.
rickshaw wala. So that's what, in according to the rasas, because
Hmm.
that's why Radharani herself have to come to give that highest form of devotional service as gopis or the maids of Krishna, because the Krishna and the gopis are none other than energies and energetic Paramatma and Jivatma. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in that form, and that's why I show some little from Garuda Purana and from other, specifically the Shastras
Hmm.
are saying, and what he will do is also saying, he will not claim that he is God, but he will give the mantra. And this mantra, by chanting every single day, it will make us reach to that highest level of devotional service, that we don't need to take birth again at all.
Mataji, in some circles, the Gayatri is regarded as those who have Upanayam. So would the Hare Krishna Mahamantra trump even the Gayatri?
Gayatri mantra has to be taken after being told by a guru.
Hmm.
And also Gayatri mantra has some rules and regulations to be chanted.
Hmm.
You cannot
Only
chant
when
in
the
the dead
sun.
of the night.
Yes, yes.
You cannot chant on lying on the bed when you're sick.
Hmm.
But Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there are no rules and regulations for that, and is as potent as revealing the form. Gayatri means what? When you chant Surya Gayatri, and if you chant perfectly well, we can see Surya Dev. That's what happened to Kunti Devi.
Hmm.
She tried the mantra and Surya Dev came. Okay, by the mantra that was given to her by Durvasa Muni. So if the mantra is chanted properly, the Lord comes. Who is the Lord of that mantra? He comes in person. So like that way, Hare Krishna Mahamantra also, not only in person. It's not like one time I saw God and then I put it in Facebook and advertise. No. I get rid of all my contaminations
Hmm.
and I become pure enough to serve the Lord. Not just being with the Lord, but in love with the Lord and serve the Lord. So that highest perfection is given even to people who have no qualification. So that's why this Gayatri Mantra, at least there has to be some, birth considerations to give that, right? But it also should come in a family mm,
Hmm.
parampara that you have to get this. But Hare Krishna Mahamantra doesn't. So it has the same potency, but it's more easily available and it's quicker in Kali Yuga because we would tend to commit less aparadhas.
I see. So it's a little more diluted for Kali Yuga purposes, or at least it
Not
seems.
diluted. The power of the mantra, the potency of the mantra is kept as it is. But
Hmm.
the rules and regulations that are concerned to do that, that is diluted.
Hmm. Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Thank
Lovely
you
session.
for your very nice questions. Thank you.
Mataji, I have a question. Sorry. The opening mantra, when we chant this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one, you are saying it's a Panch Tattva mantra.
Yeah.
So what are Panch Tattva? What are these?
Okay. Pancha Tattva is that 5 tattvas, 5 philosophies. First is Lord Himself. Okay, Isham, Lord Pancha Tattvatmakam Krishnam, Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam, Bhaktavataram, Bhaktakyam, Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. So let me share that verse so that you can read it.
Sorry, I make this little bit longer, but I need to clarify this.
Yeah. We'll finish with this question. I'm also getting late. So there's a, um chapter on this. Yeah, we don't have. Is anyone can read this verse and translation and purport? Yeah, anyone wants to try?
I can try.
Yes,
Shall
Prabhu.
we read?
Yeah, so you want me to read the translation or the mantra first?
The verse and the translation.
Verse, okay. Okay. Panchatattva makam krishnam bhakta rupa swarupakam bhaktavataram bhaktakyam namami bhakta saktikam. Let me offer my obeisances unto Lord Krishna, who has manifested himself in 5 as devotee, expansion of a devotee, incarnation of a devotee, pure devotee, and devotional energy. Purport: Sri Nityananda Prabhu is the immediate expansion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as his brother. He is the personified spiritual bliss of Satchidananda Vigraha. His body is transcendental and full of ecstasy in devotional service. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is therefore called Bhakta Rupa, the form of a devotee, and Sri Nityananda Prabhu is called Bhakta Swarupa, the expansion of devotee. Sri Advaita Prabhu, the incarnation of a devotee, is Vishnu Tattva and belongs to the same category. There are also different types of bhaktas or devotees on the platform of neutrality, servitude, friendship, parenthood, and conjugal love. Devotees like Sri Damodara, Sri Gadadara, and Sri Ramananda are different energies. This confirms the Vedic sutras, Paresa Saktir Vividaiva Suete. All these bhakta subjects taken together constitute Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So these are the 5 tattvas. What is that? The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is Bhakta Rupa. He has come in the form of a devotee. And Nityananda Prabhu is Bhakta Swarupa, the expansion of a devotee. Advaita Prabhu is Vishnu Tattva category. So, see, Bhakta Avataram, that's the incarnation. Bhaktakyam, that is the energy of a devotee, various different devotees. I offer my obeisances and to the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So such fully devotees, you see, devotion and devotees. These are the 5 aspects.
So these Panch Tattva is like a category of devotion.
In
Like
Pancha Tattva, everything, devotee is only one Tattva. But the Lord himself is a devotee. Okay, Bhakta Rupa. And even the Lord becomes a devotee, Balaram also becomes a devotee. So Swarupa, because Balaram is an expansion of Krishna. So like that, Nityananda. And Bhakta Avataram. All his incarnations, like Advaita Acharya, we'll see that he's one of the incarnation of the Lord. Like this. So there are 3 Vishnu Tattvas and 2 Jiva Tattvas in this. Not Jiva Tattvas, the energy of the Lord is Bhakta Shakti, Gadadhar, and Bhakta Akyam is Srivas, the Narada Muni, who's an incarnation of Narada Muni.
So is that the qualification of the devotee? In other words,
Qualification of a
I
devotee.
don't know if it's a confusing question. I mean, I just want to make it clear in my mind that is that the way devotee progress, or
No. This is like the whole sum of what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as. So we can simply understand like this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord, his expansion, his incarnation, his energies, and his devotees. So these are the 5 tattvas. That's why it's Pancha Tattva. So in that Pancha Tattva, the Lord is also involved. The Jiva, the living entity who's performing devotion, is also involved as a devotee.
thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, devotees. Thank you all very much for patiently listening and also contributing. Thanks for the questions. So I will share the details of the Hindi Bhagavad Gita class in the group. So you can join the group, and it's in India time, afternoon 4 to 4:30 in Hindi. So thank you very much. And so we'll not have class on Thursday, that being Gaur Purnima. I saw a question, how to celebrate Gaur Purnima. So if you are not close to the temple, if there is any possibility of going to any ISKCON temple or the groups where they meet to celebrate this, you can go. Otherwise, at home, actually Gaur Purnima is celebrated as fasting till moonrise. Whatever type of fast you can do, some do without water, some do taking water, milk, juices, some do with milk and fruits, like that. So till moonrise, and in the moonrise, we offer Aarti called Gaura Aarti to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can just, if you Google Chaitanya Nityananda Gaur Nitai, you might get a picture. You can take a printout of that, and you can offer the incense, ghee lamp, agarbatti, and whatever we are able to cook. We can offer that to the Lord. That is the way with fasting, and then Aarti and offering we can do as a part of the celebration. Is that okay? Thank you. I think Reena Mataji asked the question. Don't know if I missed any question. Yeah, thank you for posting the Gaurati. Preeti Mataji, Hare Krishna, how are you doing?
Hare Krishna Mataji, how are you?
Krishna's mercy going on.
Thank you. You did very beautiful class on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu today. Now,
Yeah,
I came to know today that his name is Nimai because of the neem tree he was born in, below the neem tree. Yeah, and so many other beautiful things. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I had one quick question. So for this Gaur Purnima, can we do the Ekadashi like fast, like no grains?
Yeah,
But usually like sometimes we have sabudana or the semolina. No, what is that? The other one, swang rice, like little bit.
yeah,
We can
yeah.
do it like Ekadashi, right?
Yeah, we can. That's the minimum like that we can do. If we can't do with the fruits and milk alone and it's getting harder, then Ekadashi Prasadam is okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, devotees, so have a wonderful Gaur Purnima celebrations. If you are celebrating on your own, or you can, or you are going to the nearby temple or any satsanga, you can post the pictures in the group. Everyone can see that. Can we take salt on Ekadashi? So, Srila Prabhupada was having very less rules for Ekadashi fasting, minimum rules. So that way everyone can do. So in that I have seen ISKCON temples, using salt on Ekadashi. It may be one of the high standard, but what we are given is a very minimum standard to follow. So I've seen that. Thank you, Prabhuji. Vinayak Prabhu, we missed you in the Bhakti Vriksha the other day. So you can see if you can make it sometime.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. I missed it. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, devotees. So we will meet again next Monday, but we'll continue to read. Today we did not take any chapter, but you can read fourth chapter. Probably we may be able to complete the full chapter if time permits on next Monday because we're missing 2 classes. So use this week if you can read the purports of chapter 4. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Gaur Purnima ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Devotees. Thank you, Shilpa Mataji. Nice to see you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.